What's up, guys? I'm Kirsty. What's up, guys? I'm Kirsty. It's supposed to be like fun and fresh, like what's up? What's up, guys? I'm Kirsty, and today I'm going to be recreating a look that James Charles has on his Instagram. I'm not really sure how to do this intro thing, but anyways, I'm going to be creating a look using the, I know I'm late on this, so I don't care. Ever so popular Morphe and James Charles palette. This palette has basically shook the internet. I am no professional, but I do use this a lot, if you can tell by all of the mess, which is just one color. I'm pretty sure this one's responsible. I'm not sure what's going on here. That's fine. But I'm gonna do a look with this and show you that an amateur can recreate a look. Oh, hi. I'm gonna be recreating this look using his palette, and we're gonna hope for the best. So let's get started. First, I'm going to prime my eyelids because that's what all the professionals do. And I'm gonna be using the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. Anyways, I go in with my finger. I do not do my foundation and stuff. I do my eyeshadow first because I make a mess. Voila, got that done. Now, looking at James's photo, it looks like he has the yellow color up very high. I'm gonna get this yellow color, and I'm thinking that that yellow is probably like a mixture of this one and this one. So we're gonna go in with both. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna take this brush. It's a Morphe M441, and I'm going to dip into it and then lightly dip into this one. And then I'm just gonna brush it up here. This is extraordinarily This is extraordinarily pigmented, which is pretty cool. Now, that is extremely yellow, and I'm not sure if it's the same as his, so I'm gonna go back in with the more banana color, and I'm gonna maybe buff that into this extremely yellow color. I think it's getting worse. That's fine. Next, I'm going to take the Morphe M507. This is how you properly show it. M507. Whatever, screw it. I'm gonna go in with the orange shade. Ooh. This guy right here. And I'm going to buff this into the yellow or something. Blend it into the yellow. Buff it into the yellow. Take it. I'm gonna use like a super light hand and kind of like, I'm not sure what the term is, just sweep it in there. I'm just gonna apply the color into the color. Onto the lid, into the color, onto the lid. That's already looking good, I think. The other eyelid, and do the exact same thing because I kind of want them to be sisters. Sisters.
Oh, my orange pigments are really pigmented on the inner corner.
Okay, now I'm gonna find that brush that I already had for the yellow, and I'm going to wipe it off on the towel that's in my lap because, well, I only have one, and I need it to be clean. That's good enough. I'm gonna take this, and I'm actually going to like buff these two colors into each other. Buff, blend, buff and blend, blend and buff these two colors into one another. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm just kind of really trying to blend these colors into one another, and they are blended. They're super pretty. Super beautiful. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. What's next? James Charles. Sister Charles. Sister James Charles. Okay, it looks like he has... Looks like he has the coral shade next. And by coral shade, I'm talking about this guy right here. It's kind of orangey, corally, very vibrant, very beautiful. Love this. Oh. Dropped my brush. Hold on. Oh, God. Okay, so I'm going to... Okay, so I'm going to take that... Okay, so I'm gonna take that orangey, corally, vibranty shade on my M507, and I'm going to move down a little bit, make sure some of that orange is still showing, and start buffing, blending this color into it as well. Oof, I love this color. It's so pretty. I'm trying to be light with the shadow because some of the more pigmented ones, if you push down with your brush too hard, they will kind of like, they'll kind of make like skip marks in your shadow. And to prevent that, I just lightly brush it in there. I'm gonna find that brush again, the one I was using earlier for the buffing and blending and the buffing, the Morphe M441, and I'm gonna wipe it off again on the towel that's in my lap. And I'm gonna take just where this edge is and buff it.
Beautiful.
So far, I really love how this is turning out. I think it is sister snatched. It's sister simple. Because I am not very experienced. I have like, I mean, like I do my makeup every day, but I'm not like a pro-fish. Okay, now for the next color. I'm pretty sure he used, no, this one, Skip. I think that's like the only color that I memorized from the thing. Skip. So we're gonna use Skip. And we're gonna take, again, the M507. I love this brush because it's like a really tiny blending brush. I know you can't tell how tiny it is, but it's a little bitty guy, especially in comparison to the one I was using to like buff and blend. Like it's a little bitty one. So I can use it for finer detail, which is hard to do. So that's like, for this shadow to be that much on this brush and there be like no fallout in the pan after I do that, amazing. All right, we're gonna go in and I'm gonna put this like right into the creasy area. And by creasy area, you know what the heck I'm talking about when your eye folds back. That's called your crease. Got it? Great. Come through, Skip. I love this color. It is so pretty. Oof. And when it kind of blends with the corally color above it, oof. What a beautiful color. And this pink color is, I'm having to like build it. So like the first time I swipe it, it's like, meh. But once I start packing the color into it, it is everything. And again, there's no fallout when I'm working in this color. It's really, really great. Now what I'm gonna do, instead of taking the same buffing brush, I'm gonna go back into the corally color. And I'm gonna lightly tap into that. And I'm gonna go into the edge of this and kind of make a circular motion. I think that that blends it very nicely. Pretty. My dog is so unhappy. You can hear him chirping. Jump on the bed! Jump! Okay, yes. Okay, yes. Okay, yes. We're gonna bust into this guy. Because I feel like it might not be right, but I feel like it's gonna work anyways. So I'm gonna take my little brush again. I wiped them off on my towel that's in my lap, the M507. And I'm gonna take the purple, which is, oh, look at it. Even on the brush, it's just so stunning. We're gonna start really, really lightly buffing this guy in. Just under the crease, so it's directly on the lid. I could have switched brushes for this and used more of like a packing brush, but honestly, when I was younger, my friend told me, she worked for Mac, she was like, you should be able to do the look with one brush. And I was like, cool. So like I've taken that to heart. I don't even know if that's a real thing, but like I've really taken it into consideration when I find brushes. I want them to be like multi-purpose. I want to be able to do the whole look with one brush, even though I haven't done it with this look. But I could have, but I didn't. Oh, oh, oh. I love it. There's virtually no fallout underneath my eye, which is impressive. I normally do I always do my base makeup after I do my shadows because I like to clean up the ratchet fallout. But this palette, there are a few colors that have like some intense fallout. But the colors I'm using aren't them. I do have a little bit right here. You can see that. I'm wiping off my brush. I'm gonna go back into Skip. And I'm going to blend it down into the purpley color. I'm sorry for not knowing any of the names. I threw away the thing because I didn't think it would be like important to know the colors, but now that I'm sitting down trying to tell you how I'm doing it, I feel like I need the color names. You guys get it, like I've been showing you which ones. I say you guys like somebody watches this. I'm just going back through and like brightening up my colors. Electric coral. Now back into that very orangey color that I used above the coral one, right below the yellow. I feel like this gives me a very solid blend when I go in reverse. I love it. Okay, let's look at James's picture again. It looks like he went straight in with the this nice majestic color. Now, this color is beautiful, but I feel like I want to lay down something underneath it, so I'm gonna use the lighter purpley one. I'm going to go ahead and cover that blank space. I really should be using a packing brush, but I don't want to. I'm gonna fill in that area. Honestly, this could be a look. This is beautiful. I love these. But we want to look like James. 100%. Okay. Now, I'm going to go into this shade, and I'm actually going to use my finger because I like the way it goes on with the finger. It's easier to pack onto that lid. It's beautiful. I love the way you can literally see the way it shines. Like, oh, it looks like it's wet. It's beautiful. I'm just gonna place it on the center of my eye. Now you can, like, I don't know, use your setting spray or whatever they say to do to make it like even more majestic than it already is. But I feel like it's just so freaking stunning. What's your fingertip? Easy. Oh, I love that. Go in on the other eye. Okay, now I'm gonna wipe off the tiny brush I've been using. And I'm going to take it and just kind of like, I don't know, do whatever I'm doing, fluffing the edges, making it seamless. Oh, lovely. Okay, now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna put on my eyebrows, my foundation, all those things, and then I'm gonna do my under eye, but I'll be back in like, it'll be like a second. Okay, now that I've finished the rest of my makeup, I'm going to show you how I do my under eye. So I'm going to basically do the same colors again. I'm gonna use a different brush. Where's my towel? Oh. So this time I'm gonna use a brush that isn't by Morphe. I'm going to use a Sephora brush. It's just called an eyeshadow brush. It's got like a flat side and then it's rounded. I don't know how to describe this. It's this. Dipping here and dipping here. Tap that off a little bit and lay that down under the eye. I'm not gonna worry about getting it too close to the lash line because I'll show you what I do for that. Again, the other side. Go with that orangey color. Get that on the brush. Tuck that below. Now I'm going to use a different brush. This one is going to be a Morphe M432 and it's extremely flat. I love this for getting right up under my lash line. I'm going to use the coral color right here. I'm going to get it just on the like top of it. And I'm going to really push that up under the lash line. Perfect. Go in with Skip, the hot pink color. Again, just on the top. I wiped the brush off. Really tuck that in to the lash line again. Now, last but not least, I'm gonna actually go in with the, not the same purple I used on the top, but I'm gonna go in with the darkest purple. Again, just on the top of it. And I'm gonna tuck this in right under the center. And on the other side, I'm gonna go in with my tiny blending brush, the Morphe M507. And we're gonna take that and just kind of blend right where I put that purple because it's really harsh. The other side. Lovely. You can see kind of how I got that, just a little bit blended. Now I'm going to apply my lower lash mascara and we are done. So, my final thoughts on the Morphe and James Charles palette. I adore this palette. I am not a professional. I find this pretty easy to use if you're copying looks and whatnot, or if you just want to be super crazy artistic and do your own thing. Now, James inspired 100% of this look from his little post, but I adore it. I think these colors are everything. I think they blend beautifully. Again, not an expert, but I mean, dang. I love this. Anyways, that's all, guys. I'm not like a professional YouTuber, so I don't know when I'll make another video or what it'll be on. But if you want to see something from me, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, stuff below that. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, do whatever you need to do. Let's keep in touch. Instagram me, Facebook me, Snapchat me. Let's be friends. And that's all. This highlighter is pretty cute on my nose. I'm into it. And it's Wet n Wild, by the way. I love that.